What's going on, guys? This is Jigsaw here, and today what I have for you guys is my very first Call of Duty Advanced Warfare video. Yes, that is right, Ghosts is in the past now, Advanced Warfare is the present. So, what I wanted to do for my very first Advanced Warfare video, guys, is give you my initial reactions and impressions on the game as I've played it so far. I was able to play it for almost a full day at this point, and, you know, I've got a lot of things to say about the game. I've got a lot of opinions formulated, and I think you guys are going to enjoy hearing this. So, I'm going to try not to bore you guys to death and let you know what I think about the game. So, to start off, the biggest issue that I wanted to address is the EXO movement, because of course that is brand new to the Call of Duty franchise. Now, I need to say this, the EXO movement is awesome, I love it, and Sledgehammer was... I don't know how they did it. I really don't know how they did it, but they put in the EXO movement in the game and made this game still feel like a Call of Duty game. The EXO movement adds a whole new level to the game, but it still feels like Call of Duty, I promise you. It's going to take some getting used to for sure. I'm not going to, try to say that you can hop right into it and be a pro, but it's really awesome, and it's a really cool new element. So hats off to Sledgehammer. Now, the next thing I wanted to touch upon was the map design. Some of the maps are really awesome, but it's important to note that all the maps, at least most of them anyway, are very big. They're big, but the engagements are controlled through the map design. Now, what I mean by that is some maps are really open, and there's long ranges of field of view. So assault rifles are going to be dominant on most of the maps. A couple maps, though, you're going to have some close engagements, and you're going to want the submachine gun or the shotgun. So assault rifles are definitely viable in this game. Snipers are as well. Haven't really had a chance to mess around with the LMGs too much, but I'm sure they have their place somewhere. Now, while we're talking about weapons, I kind of want to touch upon the weapon balancing. My initial reaction, the assault rifles are very good. This feels like an assault rifle dominant game, which I think is kind of cool considering we've had sub-dominant games for a while now. The assault rifles have a lot of power, and the subs are they're kind of just weak. I don't know. I feel like they might need a buff, but at the same time, I don't know. It's hard to say, but the assault rifles are definitely dominant. Submachine guns, not so much. But it's not game breaking, It's not like the subs are like so weak that you can't use them. They're definitely usable, but in most situations, I feel like it would be a lot better to go with an AR. And of course, snipers, shotguns, and light machine guns do have their place, but you got to use them. But no one uses those really primarily for the most part. So assault rifles are your way to go if you're just starting out. The best weapon off the rip, I think, is the BAL, the BAL 27. Everyone's been raving about that gun. Some people might say it's overpowered. I don't really think it is. I think it's just as good as most of the other assault rifles. The AK-12 is another really good assault rifle. IMR is very good. It's a 4-round burst weapon, and that thing is just a beast. So, the assault rifles are really good. And I haven't used all the submachine guns yet, but the KF5, I believe it's called, is really good. I like using that one. So... weapons are good, and I think we'll see some nerfs and buffs coming in the near future. But, don't worry about them being game-breaking right now, because they're really not. So moving on, in terms of create a class, the create a class system is awesome. I gotta be honest, I'm not really a huge fan of the way the perks are laid out. I feel like, toughness is a mandatory perk in this game, and that kind of sucks. And there's another perk that hides your EXO movement that I use all the time, because EXO movement shows up on the mini-map when you like boost jump or something like that, which you do all the time. So I use that perk, and that's almost a must, depending on your play style. The perk selection isn't bad, but to be honest, like there's not enough like variety, because you need certain perks. So I wish they would do something about that, but even that it's not game breaking. It's not that big of a deal. The weapons I've already touched upon, but the weapon attachments are awesome. There's so many of them, similar to Black Ops 2 in that sense, but I think there's actually more in this game. So I really like having all that weapon customization. It's really cool. And in supply drops you can pick up variances of weapons, so that's really awesome too. And that's pretty much how you sort of unlock new weapons, because there's not a lot of weapons in the game. You're supposed to get like variances of the weapons and supply drops. So I think that's a really cool concept. It's like the loot thing in Destiny, and it sort of makes it makes multiplayer worthwhile. I'm a little disappointed in the kill streaks in this game, or the score streaks I should say, because they have returned from Black Ops 2. There's just not really a lot of like good score streaks to use. I think everyone rocks the UAV for the most part, and then whatever else, like the missile strikes or the bombs or even the chopper gunners. There's a lot of maps they're not that good on. So I've just been running the UAV and care package for the most part. I'm not that happy with the score streaks, but they're not terrible, and I'm sure you could upgrade them and make them better. But for me, I'm just going to rock the UAV and care package because that's really all I need to do for now. Alright guys, so these are my initial reactions and opinions on the game. I know I was being very critical here, and that's just because I want to play devil's advocate and let you guys know the bad things, because you have a right to know that stuff, and you should be able to understand it. But don't get me wrong, it's a great game. I've had a lot of fun playing it so far, and I think we're going to have a good year of Call of Duty ahead of us. I really hope so. And the way Sledgehammer has handled this game so far, they're going to be listening to us as a community, so if you have any opinions of your own, tweet them, let them know what's up, and I'm sure they will, listen to the community and address any issues that are present. But for now, guys, enjoy Advanced Warfare. The game just came out. I hope you all have a lot of fun playing it until, we all start inevitably bitching about it at some point. But for now, let's enjoy it. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe as always. And this is Jigsaw, signing out.